explaining it to you. So you're going to try this problem. I started it for you. And then here are your spelling words. So I'm sure Harry's starting this too, so maybe Harry can watch this as well. So order of operations, what that means is that an operation is when you get surgery, or it's a board game where you have a little guy. Have you ever seen that? But in math, an operation is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So when they're saying order of operation, they're saying the way you do a problem in math is going to depend on whether you're adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. I know that doesn't make sense to you because you probably haven't done these kinds of problems yet, but I'm going to explain it to you. So when in all of your grades so far, you've done 5 plus 6 or 5 times 6 or 30 divided by 6 or whatever. Now in 5th grade, they are going to give you longer problems, and we do something called PEMDAS is what I call it. Your teacher might...
Oh, the PEMDAS? Yeah, we're doing that in class.
Okay, so I do PEMDAS, but some do please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Whatever your teacher uses is fine with me. I just say PEMDAS. That stands for parentheses, exponent, like 4 to the 2nd power, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So they might give you a problem like 16 plus 4 divided by 2. In English, we read from left to right. So in math, we do our problems, we think, and up until now, we've done our problems left to right as well. So you would guess that we would do 16 plus 4 divided by 2, but we're actually going to use our please excuse my dear Aunt Sally to figure out what we do first. So in this problem, we have 2 different operations. Our operations are, in this problem, addition and division. So we're going to look at this. Are there any parentheses in our problem? No. Are there any exponents in our problem? No. So what about multiplication or division? Do you see any multiplication or division in our problem?
Yes.
So this is telling me I do this first, second, and then I multiply or divide third, and then I add and subtract fourth. So what I have here is a division. So that means I'm going to forget about the rest of the problem for a minute. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to say, what is 4 divided by 2? So what is 4 divided by 2, Peter?
4 divided by 2 is... 4 divided by 2 is 2.
Okay, so write your problem down, 16 plus 4 divided by 2, and then you're going to cover up the 16 plus, and you're just going to solve this part right here, and the answer is 2. So that's our first step. We figure out what we do first. So do all of this, and then tell me when you're done, and I'll go to the second step.
Okay. I got 18.
Okay, so all we're doing is this part right here, And then we're going to add in, we can't just forget about the 16 plus. So we have to write that in. That, our first line is the problem. Our second line is whatever our first order of operations, which in this case was division. We're not going to solve it right here. We're going to now do the next line. So this was our division. Then on the next line, you have to do it this exact way. You're going to do the next order of operation, which is no parentheses, no exponents, no more multiplication or division. So now I find out, is there addition or subtraction? Yes. So that is the operation of addition, and that is 18. You probably got that, but you have to do it on 3 lines like this. That is absolutely 100% necessary. You know, I give you shortcuts whenever I can, and I give you ×9 hacks and this and that. For this, every single line only gets one operation. So if you're doing a complicated problem, you might have the problem on this line, one operation on this line, one operation. It might be 5 or 6 lines or 2 or 3, but you have to do it this exact way where every single line has only one operation. I know you're not going to want to do that, but just do it anyway. Okay. We're going to go to another one. We're going to do 4 plus 12 plus 8. And I'm going to always write my PEMDAS on my paper because I want to make sure that I remember parentheses, exponents, multiplication, and division, addition, and subtraction. So what do you think for this one, Peter, if we're following our PEMDAS? What do you think I should do first?
You have to, because there's exponents, you have to do 12 times, or you have to do, or 12 plus 8, yeah.
Because there's parentheses, yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to do 4 plus, and then we're going to solve this part. What is 12 plus 8?
12 plus 8 is 20.
Okay, so we only do one operation, which is addition, or parentheses, or multiplication or division. So in this one it was parentheses. And then my second operation is doing addition. What is 20 plus 4?
24.
Yes. Okay, we're going to do 40 plus 16 divided by 4 times 2. So if I'm doing it according to PEMDAS, what would I do first here?
You would do 40 plus 16 because there's no exponents or parentheses.
So you're going to go down the line. There's no parentheses or exponents, but what comes before addition and subtraction?
Multiplication.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you something that's confusing, and I hate to break it to you, but we have to learn it.
Yeah.
Multiplication and division are exactly on the same level. So if you have a division and a multiplication problem, like 50 times 2 divided by 2, and that's it. There's nothing left. There's no parentheses and exponents or anything else. If you have multiplication and division left in the problem, or if that's all that's in the problem, you don't do multiplication first necessarily. You don't do division. They're equal. So it's like kings and queens. This is the king. This is the queen. And then these are the princesses or the princes. They're both the same. So if you're left with just a multiplication or division, now you do it like how we read in English. You do it left to right. So if this was division, you wouldn't do multiplication first, like that. If this was 50 divided by 2 times 2, you wouldn't say, oh, because m is first, they're equal. So you do left to right. And I'm sorry I have to talk to you about that, but we do have to talk about that. So we're going to do 50 divided by 2 is 25 times 2, and then 25 times 2 is 50. So in this problem, what comes first, left to right? We know we're not adding, so I'm just going to get rid of this for right this second. Division and multiplication are left. Are you going to divide first, or are you going to multiply first?
Multiply.
Why are you going to divide
No,
first?
actually divide.
Why would you divide first?
Because if you use 16 divided by 4, you can get another number to do times 2.
So that's not why we do it. You are right. We divide first because we go left to right. This is the first thing first. So 16 divided by 4. So we're going to say 40 plus 4 times 2. So we did this part right here, and that was 4.
Yeah.
And now I have to say, all right, for PEMDAS, multiplication and division is before addition and subtraction. So I have to do this first because this is addition. So I'm going to do 40 plus 8 because 4 times 2 is 8. Now I'm just left with addition, and then I finish the problem with 48. Watch this video a couple times and you'll get it, because they do get complicated, and because you're in 5th grade, they are going to get complicated. So we want to make sure we have this down.
Yeah.